some words up on the slideshow. Individually, these words are quite powerful. But when connected with the help of one missing word, they acquire an altogether different meaning and perspective which has the power of changing lives. That missing word is come back. Life is a journey full of struggles and obstacles. Obstacles because of which we fall. On falling, most people lose hope. But there are few others who get up, believe in themselves, embark on a new journey, and finally create unprecedented success stories. These are the people who give us the greatest comeback stories. Stories which inspire us, which tell us not to lose hope ever, to keep on trying, and to tell the world, I will be back. Today, let us look at two such comeback stories. The first story is from the world of sports and is about a man and his conquest of the most grueling test of fitness on this planet. In 1996, at the age of 25, this man was beginning to make a name for himself as a dominant rider. On October 2nd that year, he was diagnosed with stage 3 testicular cancer. The cancer had already spread to his lungs, abdomen, and brain. Immediate surgery was required to save his life, and doctors gave him just 40% chance of survival after the first surgery. End of a sporting career. No, it wasn't. He spent the next 2-3 months undergoing chemotherapy sessions and surgeries for removal of brain tumors. The situation was precarious, but he was determined to make a comeback. His determination finally triumphed, and he overcame the cancer. By January 1998, he was back to his rigorous training schedule, and the fairy tale began in 1999 when he won his first title. This man is the most successful cyclist in the history of mankind, Lance Edward Armstrong, who won Tour de France a record 7 consecutive times from 1999 to 2005 before hanging up his boots. The second story is from the world of business, and most of you would already be aware of this man. In 1976, he founded a company which is today the world's second largest company by market capitalization. He achieved instant success and future looked rosy. But in 1985, he was pushed out of his very own company. Any ordinary model would have lost all hope. But this man was different. He always thought differently, and that is evident from how he described this event in one of his most famous speeches. He said, "The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. It led to one of the most creative periods of my life. It was an awful medicine, but I guess the patient needed it." Yes, I am indeed talking about Steve Jobs and Apple. After being pushed out of Apple, Steve founded Next Computers and bought the graphics group from Lucasfilms and renamed it as Pixar Animations, a studio which gave us box office blockbusters like The Cars, Wall-E, and The Toy Story. Meanwhile, Apple was undergoing their worst phase ever and making huge losses when they decided to purchase Next Computers and brought back Steve as an advisor. What happened next is the stuff legends are made of. Steve made radical changes in the way the company was being run. He slashed down the product portfolio to focus on few great products. Under his guidance, Apple launched products which went on to redefine the respective segments. There PS2 like the G4Q, but that didn't deter Steve or Apple from gambling on their vision. A gamble which paid off in the form of products like iPods, iTunes, iPhone, and iPad. Meanwhile, Apple shares rose from $4 in 1997 to current price of $390, a staggering return of 9,500% in 14 flat years. On October 5th this year, Steve passed away, but not before he has etched one of the most remarkable comebacks in the history of world business. These stories hold a lesson for all of us. In the history of mankind, there has been no person who did not encounter failures in his life. Similarly, each one of us will encounter failures in our life, but it isn't about whether or not we get knocked down. It is about what we do when we get back up. These stories tell us that when we face obstacles, we should not give in. We should get up, face the challenge, and show the world the stuff we are made of. So next time, when you fall down, get up. Dust yourself off. But don't ask the crowd who pushed me. Ask yourself instead, if falling down feels so great, what would flying be like? Thank you.